I think I just saw you post something where you said it was showing that you tested the oil, so like it lasted 2 years or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Because
2 years of
I
course.
have people always asking me, like I even had a friend the other day. He said I have this oil that he bought. It was black seed oil, and he had it just for 3 years. He never opened it. So he keeps asking me over and over, is it still good? Is it still good? I'm like, I don't know. If it doesn't have a production date and an expiration date, I don't know. I don't know anything about this oil. I don't know where you got it from. I don't know where you've been storing it. So I'm just like, taste it. I don't know. So how
Yes.
long does black seed oil typically last where it's still good for you to take?
Yeah. So if we're talking about any oil on the market, which are filtered,
Mm-hmm.
I would not give more than 2 years, and better to keep it in the refrigerator because you don't have even a production date on that bottle. And even the date expiration date means nothing. It
Mm-hmm.
just they put it there. Those oils has no batch record. The oils coming from the Middle East, you don't know where it was produced in fact.
Mm-hmm.
So how you can calculate when it's gonna expire?
Yeah.
So that's why the labels always say keep it in the refrigerator, because the container with oil came. They start to sell. Maybe this oil already has 6 months. 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
During they sell this container, if you are unlucky to get the last bottles of this container, it can be already a year and a half.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then you might have it in your closet for 3 years, and then it might be 8 years old.
On the shelf of the store. You don't know how long it will stay in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is why we never put it in the stores. You can buy Bionatal only online. We want to make sure that it's always fresh.
Right.
So I would not give more than 2 years. And also it's very, very doubtful. Why? I will tell you. Look, you have banana and you have milk.
Mm-hmm.
If you put to the refrigerator banana and milk, it's going to stay for 2 weeks. But if you take open banana and put milk and make a mix cocktail, it's gonna stay for how long? 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
The cocktail will be fresh for 3 days.
Yeah.
Because you disturb on biological level, you disturb it, you mix it, you make all this stuff, right?
Yeah, you changed it.
Yes. The filterization of the oil is the same. It's mostly centrifuge system. They disturb oil on the biological level.
Right.
The shelf life is going down, extremely down.
Okay.
This is why we provide non-filtered.
Mm-hmm.
So, on my opinion, right now, the oil, non-filtered, really non-filtered oil, can stay for 5 years.
Okay.
Because I had my oil for 3 years, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
3 years, the longest. After that, I finished that bottle after 3 years, but it was good. So I was thinking, well, there is no any changes completely.
Right.
So maybe it can stay for 5 years. I don't know, you know. But filtered oil, definitely, it's limited.
Okay, 2 questions before I forget. Going off of what you just said. One, what's the difference between filtered oil and non-filtered oil? And if, let's say the oil's no good, it's too old, will it harm you if you drink it? Like what can happen? Or will it just won't work because now it's not potent?
Yeah. About will it harm you or not, I don't know.
Mm.
I mean,
because you haven't drank 10-year-old oil.
My oil always good. I never filter it. I not disturb it. So it's virgin.
Okay.
So I don't know about can it hurt you or not. I have no idea. What's the difference? The difference is huge, Mitch. Seeds, what is create oil? The seed create oil, not the oil creates the seed.
Right.
So it means that the main in the black seeds are seeds.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're not filtering it, and that's why we're keeping 5% of sediment in each container, because it's give additional thymoquinone, additional hydrothymoquinone, additional thionol, additional nigellone, additional volatile oils, all these inside the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
The companies which working on mass, getting oil in bulk from Middle East, they need bottling really quickly, like making 10,000 bottles. They will never deal with what we are doing every day with this sediment. You know, all this, it's hard, it's handmade work, you know what I mean? It's better to filter it and bottle it and put it, because the equipment, full equipment, it's all semi-automatic. Full equipment will never make this process automatic to get oil from the powdered seeds, then 5% of seeds, then oil, you know what I mean? All this process, it must be only maximum semi-automatic. Automatic will never make it. You know what I mean? So nobody bother it. Sell black seed oil and that's it. No problem. We get rid of 50% of benefits. We just need to sell it.
So for anybody who may be a little bit confused, the filtering, you're getting rid of the seed sediment.
Yes.
Okay. So, because I know some people still might not catch it. So that's the difference. That's why your oil has the sediment in it, and most other oils that you buy on the market doesn't. And that sediment is the actual seed. So that makes it that much stronger.
Yes. And the only filtered oil which you can find from the Middle East, if it's produced in the Middle East, if it's produced and bottled in the Middle East, and you can find sediment there, it's not because they did it specially. It's because of bad filters.
So they didn't really intend on putting it in there. It's just what it is.
Filter's not doing a good job.
So there's people that ask, and I think they do it for different reasons, but I think there's people that ask, can they have less, or can you put less sediment in the bottles so that they can have more oil? Because some people, I don't know if they feel like, I don't know, but people keep asking me that. And I'm like, I got to remind people sometimes, like, I don't make this stuff. I don't know. But I think.
To make option without sediment?
I think they usually ask, can it be less sediment?
If we claim 5% on the label, it should be like that. We can change labels up to 5%. Then yes, we can make it less. If we change label up to 5%, you know what I mean? If we get rid of it and make it without sediment, we need to see what the production process will be according to FDA. Because Mitch, FDA, it's like whatever you do in your production process, you raise your arm, and you already need to see what FDA think about that.
Yeah.
So like we have every month we have one course with FDA specialists. They're giving us courses every month, and you see it. Okay, what's the subject today? Oh, okay, I know everything. Gonna be very fast, no problem. 2 hours, and you feel yourself kid. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's complicated. So whatever, can you do something? Yes, guys, we can do everything. But if you want me really to do that, let me find out what FDA think about my changes. Then I can tell you, is it easy for me to implement it?
Right, because people don't realize you have to follow certain guidelines because you have to have a certain consistency. So if you're changing up what you're doing and you're changing, then that means that what the way you're advertising and claiming, that changes, and all of that has to line up with the FDA regulations, or they'll come down on you. So yeah, it's people don't realize how complicated it is.
If you follow straight regulations, it's hard.
Yeah.
So this is why most of companies just get in oil from outside. They don't deal with all these sediments, and they just bottle in oil, and that's it. Just making sales. It's easier.